Tonight, the Royal Dramatic Arts School of the Center of Performing Arts and Theater of the Arts remembers that legend of stage and screen, the late Sir Aloysius Yardenborough.
Aloysius Yardenborough. If I had to describe Mr. Yardenborough, I would not use the word genius because it sounds way too much like penis, and I hate that. Aloysius Yardenborough. What can be said about Aloysius Yardenborough that hasn't already been said about greats like Ben Kingsley, Laurence Olivier, Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, Morgan Spurlock, the Super Size Me guy?
I remember this would have been the late 70s. I was on Broadway with Aloysius. We were doing a production of The House of the Shoeshiner's Father. And the pivotal scene was coming up. It was the big goodbye scene. And it's the scene where Aloysius's character has to cry. And so we're backstage, we're waiting to go on, and Aloysius comes up to me, and in his hand he's holding dog shit. It's a handful of dog shit, and he says to me, "Eat this."
Forrest Whitaker, Walt Whitman, Chris Christopherson, Kris Kringle, Pringles potato chips.
Aloysius Yardenborough has written 17 books on the craft of acting. I call it a craft because that's what he called it. A craft of acting. I own all of them. Aloysius Yardenborough, during the course of his career, between the years of 1948 and 2007, appeared in no less than 77 feature-length motion pictures. I own 5 copies of every one.
This cat, looking Walmart greeters.
And when Aloysius Yardenborough tells you to eat something, you eat it. So I ate it. And we go on stage together. And we're doing the scene. And I'm breathing fumes of dog shit into his face. And I look into his eyes, and there are tears. He's crying. And for me, that was his realest moment as an actor and as a man.
Poker chips. Poker face. Lady Gaga. Lady Marmalade. Lady Preserves. Lady Jelly. Lady Di, who died. She died. But if there were a word to describe how well endowed and preternaturally talented he was, I would use that word. That would be the word that you would use to describe Mozart or Beethoven or Einstein. But there's not a word that exists for that. Jesse Jackson, Michael Jackson, Bo Jackson.
And I've never forgotten that. And I don't think that I ever will. Until I'm dead. And maybe not even then.
Aloysius Yardenborough, few people know this, Aloysius Yardenborough, during the course of his career, signed no less than 9,847 autographs, of which I have personally collected no less than 9,300 and 74, 14 of which I have used for acts of lewdness and or masturbation.
And Keanu f***ing Reeves! Sorry, what was the question?
Sir Aloysius Yardenborough. His legacy will live on.
Maybe not even.